All right, everybody. I have a real treat for you this evening. DC's Queen of the Blues, Carly Harvey. What's going on?
Hi.
You're back.
Life
You're
is
back. You
good.
didn't get tired of me.
No. I love what you do. You always have really interesting people on your show, and you've got good vibes. So of
Oh,
course I got to come back.
I appreciate that. Dolores, did you happen to catch by the way, I do appreciate you sent a video in for 200. Did you see the little video I posted about all of them? Like all
I
the
didn't
collections?
get to see it. I've been intending to watch it, and I didn't get to see it yet. So I'm gonna watch it after we hang up.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. It not to be a Debbie Downer, but it freezes with like 2 seconds left of your video. But it's great though. I
Oh,
wanted to warn you. I wanted to warn you about that. But it's a great. I just appreciate taking the time. It doesn't matter about any of that. This is episode 211, if I can get it out.
Wow.
And I have the exact date. It is exactly a year. And let me see if I can get my math right. They say the 20. What's today? The 25th?
25th?
Yeah. So it's a year and 16 days since the last time you were on the podcast.
Wow.
I got it written down. Almost exactly.
Wow.
So with all that said, how you been?
I've been good. I've been touring and,
Oh, we're going to get into all that.
Yeah, just staying busy. I'm a little bit crazy. I sound a little bit stuffy because this is my third time having COVID. And
did you vaccinated and everything or no? You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
I didn't get the updated booster because I had it in June and I was like, oh, I'm good through the holidays with my antibodies and I'll get the booster once that starts waning.
Yeah. Well, I didn't mean to intrude. I know everything now is politicized, so be careful.
Oh, no, it's fine. I love to talk about it because as much as I really love my fans who come out to the shows and who are dedicated, I'd say if you had COVID and you didn't retest to make sure you're testing negative, you'd be a greater fan to me if you stayed home because I'm losing money this weekend. Like
stay home and do podcasts.
Yeah. Right. So I'm gonna do podcasts or if it's a free show, I'll even try and start like live streaming the shows. But people are having FOMO or something and or just being a little too lax. They're like, oh, this was nothing for me. And I'll be honest, this is like 3-day, not even as bad as a cold. But
well, are you it's the World Cup. I know you probably but
I don't know
you don't know what the World Carly, you don't know what the World Cup is?
I mean, I know about the World Cup.
To say, okay.
I know what it is.
Okay.
And I know
just in the nation's capital, that's it.
Shakira had a really cool song because it was in South Africa and it was like waka waka.
Well, you ready for this bombshell? That's a bad pun. But you ready for this? It's in the middle, it's in the Middle East.
Oh,
yeah.
Where is it?
I didn't mean the bombshell was a bad pun, but it's in Qatar, which is like near Saudi Arabia.
Oh yeah, Qatar is a free and independent country though, and
no beer. They shut down beer. It was like 3 days. They had a Budweiser deal, and then Anheuser-Busch got rejected at the last second. Or InBev,
wow.
InBev, I guess, owns Anheuser-Busch. But they had it all set. So they have it was a cool picture for those that it's made it online, everything has, but there's like a huge pile of beer cases and they're going to give it to the winning country. They're just going to ship it to whoever wins. So if United States win, there's going to be a shitload of Budweiser coming in and probably through DC. I would take a guess. But anyways,
I'm not a beer drinker and I'm not a soccer watcher.
So we're gonna move on.
I know, that's crazy. Any of my friends watching me, especially like my indigenous and Latin friends, are like, "Ooh, Carly, you're losing all your points."
No, it's fine. It's fine. Speaking of states that are, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's a weird state, but Oregon. I heard or saw that you were in Oregon. What's going on with that?
Portland has a really great music scene. You know, there are certain cities that get a lot of clout for their music, like New Orleans and New York, LA, Austin. You know, those are the cities you think of when you're thinking like, ooh, thriving music scene. Portland has a really great thriving music scene, and one of them is like a little like blues hub. And so I met some friends in Memphis, and they're like, we need your kind of stuff out here. So right before the pandemic, I went out there and did a couple of shows. And I don't think I'm allowed to officially announce it, but I'm going back in July because I'm doing a festival out there. I can't say what yet.
Is this an exclusive? Kind of. You don't have to. You don't have to go into detail on the festival.
I won't go into detail, but I put up a little like, you know, mysterious post. I was like, hey, Pacific Northwest, I'll be back in mid 2023, but I didn't say what month.
Hopefully there'll be people listening in Oregon, but to this episode. But I don't know how many Oregon listeners I've had. Plenty of California and Washington though.
I have a decent following in Oregon. So like once we post the video, you know, they'll be like, oh, what's
on YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, and then and they'll be like, oh wow, cool. So this will be
your first YouTube interview, or have you had one on YouTube before?
I have had interviews on YouTube before.
Well, but there's another, not as good as me.
Exactly. And because I'll tell you what month I'll be in.
Oh my God.
Northwest.
This is
in July. News. So anybody in Portland knows what's going on in July. So
it's gonna go down, whatever that is. Yeah.
Yeah. So I did a little small tour up there in October. And I was up in like Newburgh, and then we went Lake. Oh, I'm gonna pronounce it wrong, so I don't want to like butcher it.
People, yeah.
Lake Ayahuasca.
I'm a Florida boy. I have been. I haven't been to Oregon per se, but I know it rains there too. Did it rain when you were on that tour?
Yeah, just a little bit, but actually
not like Seattle.
And then I did go up to Seattle, and then I went to an island north of Seattle called Camano Island. Wow. And I did a show up there too. Yeah, I like the whole region. I really liked Seattle. Like I was like, I can move here.
Yeah. What was the best part of the tour? Like, do you have a moment that kind of stands out?
No, there were just so many great parts. Well, one I could say like, okay, I did a winery in Newburgh with Ben Rice, and I believe it was sold out. And I was like, I'm not even from here. How did this happen? Now, Ben Rice is a big name. Like he's a big deal. So I'm sure it was his name too. But a lot of my fans that I see like online on Facebook and on Instagram who I knew are following me, they all came out. And so it was like my name too. And then I was, you know, sometimes awesome. People like, they're like, you're Carly Harvey. And I'm like, yeah, I'm regular. Like, okay, whatever. But then sometimes life shows you that moment when you're like, oh, they like me, and it's because of me. Like,
yeah. And it kind of, I assume it humbles you a little bit too at the same time.
Yeah, it's really rewarding. And another time on the tour, it was this place we played on the lake that I can't pronounce. It's an indigenous name, and I definitely don't want to butcher it. But the guy who organized it, he played guitar on the gig with me, and they listened to all my songs, and he was like, oh yeah, we got to do this one. And I'm like, you like that song? And he's like, yeah. He was like calling out my songs that he wanted to do. And I was like, okay, cool, let's do it. So yeah, it was just such a cool experience. And like, everybody's like, Carly, just move to the Pacific Northwest.
Just do it already. Well, you'll miss DC and that whole area then.
Yeah, I will miss DC. It's DC has East Coast hustle though. Out there on the West Coast, especially, up in the Pacific Northwest, it's not as hustly as LA. It's not, the dirty grind,
Right.
And people there are just like, wow, this is great music and we want great music to be heard. And it's a very like, let's as a community lift up other great musicians, and it's not like as competitive. Here in DC, it's like, good for you, get there on your own. Like, there's nobody like
no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
It's just a different vibe, and I love my city. I really do. And it is the best bang for my buck. Like I have a nice house. It's an apartment, but
of course.
A really nice place in a really transient city. Like I have 3 airports close to me. I'm close to all the highways.
Are you a coffee drinker?
Yes, I am. I'm more of a tea
we got that one. We didn't get sports, but we got you coffee.
See my beautiful gold tea set right here?
Well, that's tea. That's not is there, you put coffee in there too?
I
mean, you could if you really wanted to, I guess.
I can if I want to, but yeah,
you can do anything if you really wanted to.
Yes, it's for tea and for coffee, but yes.
Oh, you would fit in if you went over. You ever think about going to like England? You would fit right in there with stuff like that,
Yeah, I can't wait. I will be touring overseas.
Wait,
in 2023 too.
Am I psychic?
All the exclusive.
Wait, info. I didn't know that. This is like I'm just psychic or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So let's play a game.
Okay.
There's another concert that I'm gonna talk to you about, and you're probably can you take a guess on what it was? Or what it was.
What was the concert? Okay.
Yeah, take a guess.
I'm not great at games like this, but
it was a big deal. It was a big deal. So you can probably guess which one I'm gonna talk about.
Okay.
Take a guess.
Oh, take a guess.
A concert that you did that was a pretty big deal this year.
The Kennedy Center?
Yes. Ding, ding, ding. I don't have a bell, but
ding, ding. I win.
So what was that like?
Oh, I mean, wow, what an experience. Also a nearly sold out show. It was at their Millennium stage, and they're doing some really great outreach, like within the Indigenous community in the DC area. So I'm seeing a lot of Native performers, singers, dancers there. And they kind of like ushered me in as part of that. But I was like, I mean, do you want me to do Native or Indigenous stuff? And they were like,
what do you want? What do you want from me? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they were like, we would love for you to incorporate some of it, but just do your thing that you do. So it wasn't like, I'm Carly Harvey and I'm Afro-Indigenous.
Well, I see that it got a lot of views on YouTube.
Yeah, so. It did. Yeah, so I just sang blues, and of course I always, infuse a little bit of my heritage into blues, but it wasn't like come see this show about like being, I didn't have to put anything on. I was just being me, and that was good enough. And that felt really good.
Well, you are extremely talented, so I'm not surprised. I'm not trying to get all, sentimental. But and I'm a huge fan. You know that.
Yes, thank you. I love
people. I love people that have vocals. So everyone, I feel like everyone, like not everyone, but like auto-tune. So I like people that actually like have the voices. You ever think about applying for The Voice or something like that?
Okay. So the year of the pandemic.
I keep hitting topics. I'm on fire.
You hit topics, yeah.
It's like I've interviewed 100 times or something. It's like I'm experienced.
Yes.
You've noticed that though over the year I've gotten better. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. It's like it flows, but you've always been great. I think things gradually get better, and like
once you interview 100 people, you would think.
Yeah, it'll flow, and then it will evolve, you know, maybe not better, just change because you're evolving and whatever. But so okay, I was supposed to be on The Voice the year of the pandemic.
What?
Yeah. So I was
like legit The Voice,
through,
not the like the 3 rounds before you actually get on the show, like legit on the show.
well, I was past the 3 rounds.
Whoa.
And on my way to LA, and then something happened. I don't know what went on, but then I kept checking, and it looked like the person who was my, I guess my, they have like a, what are they called?
Not opponent, but person that's in
They
your same.
scout you out. They're
right.
Talent.
Scouting, a scout, talent
scout or
director, something. Yeah, something like that.
Casting director, casting, whatever.
Whatever. The listeners will.
I kept like checking, and I couldn't see them connected to The Voice anymore. So I don't know if that person was. I don't know what happened. But anyway, they went in a different direction.
And I love that term. I love that. That's my favorite. When they did they actually say we're going in a different direction?
Yes.
That's such a
yeah, they're like, you're so talented and we really appreciate, you know, whatever.
You know my favorite one is though, Carly? A diversion real quick. Various reasons. I love that one too. That one's a really good one.
The reason, like,
there's various.
And I'm not full of myself, but I think that I have a distinct voice and a distinct style. Like, sure, I sing blues, I sing jazz. My approach to it is not like so mundane or common that like you would think, oh, she's doing what everybody else is doing. Like, you know, I mean, maybe I'm full of myself and maybe I'm incorrect about that, but
yeah, I know you probably can't go into the super details, but how long was the process like to get? How long did that take? You don't gotta go into what you don't want to go into.
It was months, like several months. I'd say like 3 or 4 months of like doing each thing or like getting prepared, sending different things. And of course it was like pandemic-ish, so I was sending videos instead of going in person. And then we had blocked out dates for me to be in LA, and then they went in a different direction.
They're lost. I used to like that show. And then it got like cookie cutter and you know.
Sometimes I watch it and I'm so inspired. I'm like, wow.
Sometimes it's cookie cutter. It depends. It's hit or miss.
Yeah. Then sometimes I watch it and I'm like, who are these people and how are they getting past these rounds? Like,
because they know people.
It's saying. That
I don't want you to talk crap and then ruin your chance in the future. It's like they'll listen to this and they'll be like, we were gonna bring her on, but
then she said some shit about it.
Then she talks shit on a random ass podcast.
Well, you know what? I think I need a t-shirt that says it's not linear, it's alignment. And I think that sometimes as musicians...
I'll get a shirt that says, I'm not cynical, I'm always sensible.
Yes.
There.
That would be cool. Please send me one as well. I would love to.
I am selling merch, by the way.
Ooh.
Dolores has a shirt. I'll have to send you one.
Do you need models for your merch? Because I'm a model.
What?
So.
You know what? I thought about looking up everyone that's been on the podcast twice. But I feel like now that's getting a lot and sending them a shirt. But I feel like that would cost me $200. Not that I'm cheap or anything, but I feel like that would get pricey because I've had repeats for a while.
Yeah,
I feel like
just have select models, like
maybe I'll get
our models.
Maybe I'll get them. Maybe I'll get you a coffee mug.
Ooh, yes, a coffee mug. And
what color? What color? What color do you want? I'll for real send you one.
Oh, okay. Yay!
I will. What color do you want?
What colors do you have?
I'll DM you the selection. I don't have it like right in front of me. I have to get on the phone. I mean, if you really want me to tell you, I can get on the phone right now and try to find it. Let me try to do that.
Oh no, don't worry about it now.
No, I'll do it.
My favorite color is turquoise. So, turquoise, teal.
I thought I had one. I thought I had a selection list. Anyways, I'll get it to you. You don't need to waste time. So you got more songs coming out? Huh?
Oh man, I have like 10 new songs just
While you do that,
waiting. They need to be produced. You know, like I know I'm not a producer. I could co-produce them, but I'm not like an engineer. So I don't know. I could tell someone, this is what I want. I want this sound to be more wet, or I want this to be more round, or like I want this space to sound more empty, but I don't know how to make those things happen. So I have to co-produce it with someone. And you know, the money thing. So I have an amazing record just waiting to be produced, and I just need a label to take a risk on me, or like someone to invest.
They need to do it. They need to do it.
Yeah, they do. And I can do it the long way, the homegrown way, but I don't want anything homegrown anymore. I want it to be like really well done and something that really represents what I sound like,
Well, what I want to let you know is how I get all these musical acts is I'm not gonna like name drop them, but they're out of Nashville. So I mean, if you're ever interested in like most of them are country, but I don't think they do all country. So if you want me to try to help you out and try to create
I would love it.
be a liaison on a possibility, I'll send you all that, and then I'll send you a mug as well. So we got colors. I'm for real on this. I'll send you one. It's the least I can do. I would
love that. And also any connection you can make. And they are making blues in Nashville. I mean, it's in Tennessee, and Memphis is not that far.
We'll talk about all this off.
Yeah. Yes.
I'll give you the contact name and stuff like that, and I'll DM them and see what power I have, which is probably not much, but I can try.
I will send you plenty of Carly Harvey merch.
See, all I got to do is give you a small opening, and then you'll just blow them out of the music studio. All right, so we got black, orange, green, pink, and light blue.
Okay, the light blue one. It's closest to teal.
All right, I'll get you a light blue one.
More
Yeah.
Thank you.
You'll have to, we'll talk more after this. But I got a few more questions, because the first time you were on, we did all the, background and not mumbo jumbo, but you know what I mean, the cookie cutter question.
Yeah.
But now we're to the fun stuff, like testing your World Cup knowledge, which
so embarrassing.
No, I'm just kidding. But in all seriousness, though, I do appreciate you coming on again and making time, and especially with you being sick. You don't have to do this, so I appreciate it.
Oh, it's really like, I'm so glad I had something to do today. I was
over the moon when we could finally make it work. I know we were going back and forth, and you're so busy that we finally made it work, though.
Yes. The universe was like, Carly, slow down.
So what are the artists that you're looking at now? Like, is there somebody like out there now that you're like really paying attention to? Don't matter what the genre is.
The Teskey Brothers, I love them. I want to tour with them. They are
so awesome. Talk about them. Where are they?
They're from Australia. I will go to Australia. I will live in Australia. I just like...
You won't live in Australia, will you?
I totally would. I have nothing tying me to this place. Like,
I'm not trying to offend the Aussies out there, but I'm just saying that's down under. That's,
I mean, not
literally
forever,
that's literally like, down under. Like, obviously,
to tour with the Teskey Brothers, because I keep reaching out to their people, and I'm like, "Are you coming to DC? If you're coming to DC, you need support." Like.
You know what? You know what you should do, just to mess with them. Be like, I got a call from somewhere in New Zealand. That would get them like riled up, because they're like rivals.
Oh, I see. Like, yeah.
Like, but New Zealand, so
yeah. Hop on this first. Yeah,
that'd be funny.
Yeah, but I really love them. I love their music. They just released some new stuff, and like, it's just so freaking cool. It's just so cool. So yeah, paying attention to the Teskey brothers. Who else lately? Well, I really enjoy musicians who make me feel moved. Like when I listen to them sing, when I feel like, oh, like there's so much emotion and and space for creativity that I feel rile up in me from listening to them. And I would say Danielle Nicole is another. She's a blues artist, and her voice is so powerful. Just like she is like butter,
not as good as yours, but up there. You can be
I mean,
humble.
She's a powerhouse, and she has a lot of range, and she plays bass and sings, and it's very sexy. Like,
yeah,
it's good. She's very good. And then there's this two young guys, King Solomon Hicks. He is going places. He's always like in Europe, and now he's going to be on the big blues bender for next year. Like he plays guitar. His voice is just like butter.
Yeah.
And he has really interesting arrangements. Like when he does cover a song, it's very cool. It's very refreshing to hear soulful music, because there's this kind of language in the blues world that, Black people have abandoned blues.
Yeah.
So I love seeing young Black men playing blues and like kicking ass at it, like
kicking ass and taking names.
Kicking ass and taking names. Oh, also Eric Gales. Oh my God. He's nominated for a Grammy this year. He's so good. And then there's Jontavius Willis. Oh man, he plays like good old time style blues, and like it's just like the modernization of Untapped.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Do you know what I mean when I say that?
It does.
Like, untapped by like commercialism. Like if whatever blues was in the 1900s, if you could see it become modernized now while not being touched, it would be this kid. I shouldn't call him a kid. I don't know how old he is, but he looks very young.
So Carly, I have an idea. Okay. How about we take a break?
Okay.
I'll play an ad, and we'll come back for the end of the Sensibly Cynical podcast with obviously you. Okay.
Okay. Awesome. Sounds good.
So yeah, I'll send you the new link and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this, and we'll be right back after this ad.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Sean here. Hope you are enjoying this interview with the Queen of the Blues, Carly Harvey. We've been talking about the Sensibly Cynical merch lately. So, and even on this episode. So, check it out. Bonfire.com/store/sensibly-cynical. There you can get all the shirts, every single one if you really wanted to, mugs, even a sticker. So check it all out. Also, all these interviews will be on YouTube. So that's Sensibly Cynical, Sensibly, Cynical, Cynical, on YouTube. Check it out. Now back to my interview with Carly Harvey.
And we are back. Hopefully during that break, they bought a shirt, right, Carly?
I hope so, or a mug, or whatever it is.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna throw a curveball at you.
Okay.
We've talked nothing but music since the first time you've been on. Besides music, what are you into? Open-ended question. You could take it the way you want. Like, is there a certain thing, like movies or trivia or whatever?
Okay. I'm into Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter, and I actually just love all fantasy, sci-fi things.
Really?
So
that's cool. I like Harry Potter. I forgot which one I saw, but the one I saw the scene where they did like Quidditch. I know that's every movie. I know it's every movie, but
I was like, that's like all of them.
That one movie where they did Quidditch. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I recently went to the Harry Potter experience with two of my best friends, and it was so fun. Like, it was basically like this park that they like set up like an enchanted forest, and the lights were everything, and there was like interactive activities. There was butterbeer.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Better butterbeer, but
you know.
So like sci-fi fantasy stuff. Like, I'm a huge Game of Thrones girl. Love House of the Dragon, like that. All that is my jam. And then I love animals. I have 2 sweet little cats, and they are.
You know what? I just got a cat.
Oh, good for you.
She's sleeping. Well,
Aww.
I don't want to jinx it, but she's
welcome to cat parenthood.
Well, she's 3. She's 3 months. So I kind of set up. So for like another 3 or 4 days, I set up like her room. I'm waiting till, because I got cords and shit everywhere, that I'm afraid if I don't put her in that room, like I'm gonna wake up one day and and
it'll be eaten up. You know what's funny? My cats, they don't eat like chargers or like important cables. It's like they know what is probably important, but like my cats, they steal the insulators off the pipes and they'll just run around the house with them.
Hold on. Is that are you trying to help me out? Is that a vice right there that eats
well, it's like, what they
do you have any advice for me as first-time cat dad?
First-time cat dad. I mean,
her name's Jenna, by the way. My cat's name is Jenna.
Oh, Jenna, how cute. I would say, yeah, just know you can't train a cat, but you can give them alternative activities, right? So I have these little cardboard scratching things, and I put them under my bed because
I have one somewhere.
Yeah, they're less likely to scratch my bed. Like, I don't have a bed, not a box spring, but it's a base that I have because it moves. And so I put the scratching thing with catnip on it. So they want to scratch on that.
Yeah, I have that. I have a avocado that has like a string to a ball, and it destroys it, but that's the point. It doesn't go anywhere. So, but I had the cat make like a leap of not death, but a leap. And I was like, nope, that's it. Time out. Like, it tried to I have one of those like TV stands with like, cabinets in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it tried to jump all the way to the top of the TV stand. And I was like, yeah, and it likes I had to block off because it's next to the wall, obviously, where the cords. So I had to like block off. So I have like a tool, like a heavy ass tool. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. This is live podcasting. My doorbell just went off. Hold on.
Oh, wow. Well, in the meantime, do 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 do. I was just singing the Jeopardy.
All right. I am back. This is live. You know what? You know what's funny? You know what that was?
What?
I should open it. You know what it was? Fancy litter box off of Amazon. 4.6 stars. So I'm trusting isn't that funny how during the conversation about cats, my new litter box the one with the scooper, Carly. I gotta get the fancy.
You got the fancy one, okay.
Big dollar. No, like $15. But no, but so how many? So I feel selfish talking about my cat all the time. So talk about. So you said you have. Was it? Let's see if this is a test. If I was paying attention, you said you have 2.
Yep, 2 cats.
Ding ding ding. All right. Yeah. How old are they?
They're about 3 now. I got them when they were about 1.5, so they're relatively new with me. They were, a rescue mission, and I know they're so grateful. But yeah, they are heathens. They are wild. They ate my shoe when I was gone on tour. They climbed into my suitcase and peed in my suitcase
I could
because they
feel
were mad.
the way you said climb there. I could empathize. Like they climbed.
Went into this is such audacity. It's like, let's get into the suitcase and pee in it. So we let her know that we don't like
territory. Yeah, mark the territory.
Yeah, it was like, I was like, wow. So yeah, and then I came home and one of my favorite shoes was eaten, and I was like, what are you guys, dogs? You ate my shoe?
I feel bad putting this like kitten in a room, but like I have a litter box set up. I have, I have hidden things. I have a sign that she can hide against. I have shit in there.
Yeah. She has her own room. I mean, I think that's cool. I mean,
it's also, I have a traveling job. So if I don't get sleep, I'm going to wait. Is it good that I wait till like how long should I wait before she not in that room, that she can just interrupt me in the middle of the night? Should I wait a while?
No, you shouldn't. This should be like very temporary, and like, the spray bottle is your friend. I mean, just only water. Some people are doing weird stuff like putting vinegar in their spray bottles. Don't do that. Just water, a little spritz. So it's kind of like, I mean, it's the training you're able to do.
So keep her room, just open my door.
Yes. Yeah.
Not saying I've closed my door,
but cats, like, they want their own like personal space, but they also want to like roam the house and like feel like they can get close to you when they want to. And so yeah, that's my advice. Anyway,
what kind of cats? What kind are yours?
Well, Prince Taylor Wild Thing Leona Sassafras is a Maine Coon Siberian mix.
I like that name.
And, she is very fuzzy, and she looks like that monster from Where the Wild Things Are. So that's where part of her name came from. And then Bella the Baddie, who's her sister.
I like that. Not saying I don't like the other one, but that one
more straightforward.
No, Bella, I like them. I like them both. I'm just saying that the second one has like a ring to it.
Yeah. She is a tortie, but also a tuxedo, which isn't very common. So she's a tortie tuxedo, and she's super cute, but also very bad. She was on my sink earlier today.
What? So. Yeah, I walked in when in her room after work. When I walked, I ran to the room, and she was sitting on top of my printer.
Oh yeah, they do what they want.
She was like looking at me like, "What you gonna do about it, bro?"
Yeah, they're kind of like gangster about it too. Like Bella will start, like, if I'm watching too much TV, especially like while I was, a little sick and I was just like, let me just lay down and rest all day. She'll get up and like stand on the coffee table that the TV's sitting on, and she just stands there and she's like in the way. And I'm like, please get out of the way. And then she looks at me and she's like, no.
Yeah. Well, Carly, if you ever go perform in Florida, you know who to hit up and be your promotional guy.
For sure. You'll be the first to know if I'm in Florida.
You should. Are you in? I'm in Pensacola, which is by New Orleans. It's not too far from New Orleans, so you could do both.
Really? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be in New Orleans, and I
think we talked. Did we talk about this last time you were on? I think maybe we did. Maybe we didn't. I don't know. I thought we did.
No,
I guess not.
I don't think we did, but I'm for sure gonna be in New Orleans in like the end of January.
Okay, so I'm like 2 hours from that.
Okay.
So maybe we could figure something out where you perform somewhere in Florida, or I'm right, because it's like, you're familiar with Pensacola. It's next to Alabama. Like the panhandle goes to Alabama, and then it goes to
Yes, I love that word, panhandle.
That's what it's called, because Florida is like straight, and then there's like it's like a pan.
The pan.
Obviously, duh.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me let you know specifically when I find out what venue we're at. In New Orleans, and I'm not sure if we could come up there, but because I think we're all going to be in Memphis for the IBC at the end of January, and we're kind of like planning.
It's just like it's like a quick deal, kind of.
Yeah, it's like an in and out kind of.
Yeah.
Thing.
All right, but I'm sure fun will be had by all.
Yes, for sure, for sure.
All right, yeah. Carly, where can people? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What were we gonna say?
Oh, I'm nothing.
Okay. All right. So where can people find your music?
My music can be found on iTunes, Spotify, Bandcamp. Bandcamp is great because
really, I think that's underrated. I think you're right.
It really is underrated, and the artist gets the most money from sites like Bandcamp. So I highly suggest that if you really want to support an artist, like, just download the app, and you can, sometimes you can download the music for free. So please go to my Bandcamp and my Patreon, Carly H Music, and then, or you can just do the regular Spotify, iTunes thing. And then my website is carlyharvey.com.
There you go.
Carly H Music on Instagram. Please follow me so I can book South by Southwest.
You already know my next question. You're a genius.
What's your next question?
What are your social media handles?
Oh yeah, so Carly H Music on all the platforms like Twitter and
TikTok.
Snapchat.
Are you on TikTok? We're talking about
TikTok.
Are you on TikTok though?
I'm on TikTok, Carly
I'm on
H
TikTok
Music
too. Sensibly Cynical.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to follow you.
I post like I think it's Steve. I did a stupid TikTok dance to like Steve Lacy, I think his name is.
Oh.
That's what was that song? I can't think of the song. Bad Habit or something like that. I don't know, but it's a funny TikTok. I try, but I'm, my 35 just shows immediately on these things.
Yeah, my 37 shows up like
yeah, like ASAP. Yeah.
I just watched a Christmas movie, and Freddie Prinze Jr. was the like old dad, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so old. Like when your teenage heartthrob is the old dad in a very bad.
Well, I feel bad for my mom, Carly, because I am 35. She has, and the best, I can't give her real kids, but the best thing I can do is give her a cat. So at least I can give her, at least she can be, at least she can have a grandkitty.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if I can't give her a real daughter, and like a human daughter, not real, but you know what I mean? Like if I can't give her a human daughter, at least I can give her a cat.
My mom is the best nana to her grandcats. Like it's one of the best things that, we can do. So
she's going to listen to this, and my mom probably is. And not that I had to convince her, but she had some investigative skills. So what are you going to do? How are you going to get it? I'm like, Mom, I got it. Like, chill. But anyways, Carly, so awesome. Thank you for doing this.
Of course. Thank you for having me on again, and I'll come back anytime.
And I've been smiling the whole time because I just love your energy, and our vibes just match. Like I was telling you off air, like sometimes, unfortunately, vibes don't match with people, but our vibes match, and that's cool. And when like Dolores told me about you like a year ago, it's right even. I was like, all right, that sounds cool with me. I'm sure our vibes will match, and voila.
Yeah, so it feels like we're just having a conversation. It doesn't even feel like an interview. Or
it's been a long time coming. I feel like this has been in the works for a while. We just haven't been able to make it work until now.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
thank you for having me on. It was such a pleasure.
Feel better, okay?
Thank you.
And I'm gonna go ahead and send you that mug, and I'll send you that information with that company, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
You too.
All right. Bye.